To embrace that role, just take ownership of that role.
Talk about taking all this in SEC Media Days and what it means to you to be here today.
It's great, just the opportunity just to, be here and, showcase who we are at the University of Tennessee, the men of Tennessee. And this is a blessing just to be here.
Everybody talks about the expectations being high and, oh my goodness, can we live up? But that's what you want, don't you? You want high expectations, especially after good recruiting classes and bringing the talent in. That's kind of what you want, isn't it?
Definitely. We also have our expectations for ourselves, At the end of the day, it's what we can control as a football team. Just taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, and just embracing the process of a long season.
Cam, a lot of people made a big deal about the Ford watch list and you not being on it. Is that something you pay attention to? Does it put a chip on your shoulder at all?
No, not really. My job is just to help my team as many ways as possible to win games, and that's what it's all about.
Do you think you're one of the best 42 cornerbacks in the country then?
I do, but I just got to showcase it out there every Saturday.
Give you a little more feel on it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Just ready to get out there and excited to be out there.
Some of the receivers already here have mentioned you as one of the premier corners they've seen in the conference. Are you comfortable with that reputation?
Yes, sir, I definitely am. My play speaks for itself. I don't need to talk about it. But, like I said, I showcase and I bring it each and every Saturday. I'm just excited for this season, upcoming season.
How much has your growth come from going against some real good receivers in practice?
It's a tremendous, we have so many versatile receivers, who bring different elements to the game, whether it's size, speed, a combination of both, whatever it is. And they take my games to levels that it hasn't been before. And just a blessing to have the receiving core that we have and the coach staff that we have, it just puts me in better opportunities throughout the course of the game.
Coach Chancellor talked about defense getting bigger, stronger, and faster. Have you seen that this offseason?
Definitely. Even with the guys coming in, our focus was on the guys coming in majority because we're already in the program. We're getting our work, and we know what it takes, and the expectations are already in the program. And we're bringing guys along, Shad Tuttle, Khalil McKenzie, all those guys. It's many guys that came in and just put in tremendous hard work in the offseason and just getting ready for the season.
The young man that's across the way, Josh Dobbs, talk about going up against him in practice and the improvements and the emergence of him as the starting quarterback.
Challenging quarterback. You never know what he's going to throw at us. Dual threat, can make all the throws, can tuck it and run. It just adds a different element to our offense, and I'm excited for him. I can't wait for the season.
Cam,
thanks, Cam.
The first thing I think Butch said when we asked him about how much the program had changed in 2 years was culture. You've been here now going into your third year the whole time. How have you seen the culture change?
It's turned around a tremendous amount. My first year, I kind of sat in the back, the other guys, just trying to get acclimated to the surroundings and the people around me. And now going into my third year, guys are coming to me. I was that quiet kid first coming in, and just from the culture standpoint, we're doing the right things. We're living up to our expectations, of the team and of the coaches, and we're excited to be here.
How would you describe the secondary in one or two words, the identity of it, and why would that description fit?
Camaraderie. We're a brotherhood. We're a bond. We're always around each other. We'll do anything for each other. We have each other's back. And then just attack mentality. We're always ready to get after it. We bring it each and every day, whether it's, in the classroom, while working out, at practice, or even in the games. So.
Does Josh Dobbs help prepare you for what you see in the SEC, or is there anybody really like him?
I don't think it's nobody like him. He's a unique quarterback. And as much as I go against him in practice, I'm always trying to get around and trying to get in his ear of the mind of a good quarterback, and what do quarterbacks think of, or what are you thinking in different situations? So it also helps me as well.
You specifically, Cam, what have you sort of done this off-season and summer to challenge yourself and to improve your game? Have you studied certain players, or?
I study everybody. That doesn't change. I've pretty much been through each team that we played this season. So just breaking down film, and embracing that leadership role, that was my biggest thing, getting to the younger guys, preaching to them, expectations, what we expect from them, and just influencing them and pushing them to grind and get ready for the season.
You just said you sort of let your play speak for yourself. So how do you get comfortable leading if you're more of a lead by example guy?
That's something I had to get out of. Not talking was a big problem for me. Not talking enough was a big problem for me, and just being more vocal. I have a powerful influence on my voice, which I'm starting to realize that as more than I'm being around my teammates, and they listen to me, of course. But just being more vocal, and the guys will follow. So.
Cam, Josh said he's excited to spread the message that Vols football is back. Is that what you guys ready to do today?
Oh, man. We're excited for this upcoming season. We're happy to be here. And we're the men of Tennessee. This is what we come to Tennessee for, to play football. And like I said, we're excited about it.
Cam, you talked a little bit about leadership. Coach Jones was talking about how you guys kind of maybe rearranged the player staff, and every player on the team kind of voted for guys they viewed as leaders. It seems like you got a lot of votes. What did that mean to you to hear that from your teammates?
Just influence. Me and the other 5 guys that's on the player staff just have a lot of influence on the team. Guys come to us about anything, whether it's football or whether it's just about life. And we're just another outlet, for guys who. Sometimes you might not be able to talk to coaches about things you don't want to talk about, which you're able to talk to players about. And like I say, it's just another outlet and influence for guys.
Does either surprise you that you've risen your game to the stature that it's at now, or that you've become a leader that people look to? Either of those surprise you from maybe a couple, 3 years ago?
I don't. It was kind of hard when I first got there. Just because I was trying to get acclimated to the defense and to the team and things like that. But like I said, growing over the years, just my game developing and getting better, and then just embracing the leadership role and having a positive influence on the team. You just have to take it upon yourself just to embrace it and take it head on.
Butch said that you guys were chosen to represent Tennessee by, I guess, an informal poll by your teammates, and they selected you. Is that humbling?
It is. Like I said, it's amazing to be here. I'm glad my teammates gave me the opportunity, and the rest of the guys, just the opportunity to be here. And we're just here to represent our university.
Has anybody told you what to expect when you hit Radio Row? Like 12 or 13 different rooms you got to go through?
I've heard a little bit from Curry a little bit. He's coming from a guy who's been here last year. So kind of what to expect. I'm just ready for it. So.
What do you feel like the ceiling is for this defense? I mean, can you guys get a lot better from last year, and kind of what's the potential on that side?
Definitely. Even with the recruiting class we brought in, a lot of guys up front, even in the back end and in the middle row, just a lot of guys who have high standards and high expectations for themselves as well as the team, and the camaraderie and the brotherhood that we have, just working together, working on the string out there on the defensive field, it's going to take us a long way.
How's the feeling different from a year ago when people didn't expect anything from Tennessee? And this year you've obviously seen a lot more Tennessee being talked about, the people picking higher in the East. How's it different than a year ago?
I don't think it's much different, from a team standpoint. All we can control is what we do as a team, and we talk as a team. We have our team meetings. We're just players only. Talk about the expectations for the year. What we want to accomplish, and our goals for the year. And we're all on the same page. That's a great thing about our team. We don't worry about the outside of what we can't control, but we know if we come together, we can make something special.
I think there were some people who were surprised that your name was not on maybe that award watch list preseason, and maybe some of those early kind of preseason all-conference, all-American type teams. Your name's not been out there. Does that surprise you? Does that bother you at all?
No, it doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't start here. Even before high school, things like that, I wasn't, highly recruited, this and that, but I don't really worry about it. You have to play the game at the end of the day, so.
So you don't ever wonder, what do I got to do?
No, not really.
The film doesn't really seem to lie, but is it, you never wonder what you got to do?
No, sir, I don't. I just continue to showcase who I am and the university I represent, and do everything and anything I can to help this team win.
Cam, sorry. I was just going to say, whether it's the arrival of Justin Martin or guys like Rashawn and TK and all those guys being a year older, how much different is the level of competition, I guess, in the back end than when you first
it makes it easier, and then it also makes it easier for us, just for the competition wise, as well as having other bodies that could step in and take reps and make plays. And we're gonna throw a lot at our offense this this fall, and we're just ready to get after it.
Have you sort of told those guys about how thin it was when you were a true freshman and how different it is now?
Even even in the spring, you know, even when before the guys even came in, you know, we were short in the back end, you know, but we made the most of what we had. You know, we had a successful spring on both sides of the ball, and now that we have more depth, even in the back end, across the defense as well, it's just gonna make the job easier.